Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Joe Biden just can't stop himself from saying horribly stupid things. Once again, on the campaign trail, he was out and said this.
And the other thing we should do is we should challenge these students. We should challenge students in these schools to have advanced placement programs in these schools. We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Wealthy kids, black kids, Asian kids. No, I really mean it, but think how we think about it.
All right. I mean, if you didn't catch that, Biden said, quote, poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. And then, after a long pause, tries to save himself. Oh, and wealthy kids, black kids, Asian kids. But then this sentence doesn't make any sense. Because poor kids are also Asian, black, white. What is he saying? This isn't even really a gaffe. This is just how Biden thinks. If it was a gaffe, I mean, I'll show you a gaffe later on in this video, but this is not a gaffe. This is his thought process. And then he catches himself realizing, oh, yeah, obviously I didn't mean, I don't mean poor kids are all black kids. I mean, Asian kids, white kid. This is, we're still months away from Iowa. Imagine all the Trump campaign has to do is take that clip, put that in an ad. And let alone all the other gaffes he's said, all the other mistakes he's made, all the other things he has said wrong or has said correct. Like how when he was talking to a bunch of wealthy donors, he told them that nothing will fundamentally change. This is how you suppress the Democratic base. And not even just the Democratic base. This is how you suppress non-voters. So a Democratic candidate needs to get non-voters out to vote, needs to excite people that don't normally vote out to vote for a bold message, for something different, for something transformative. Biden is not that. Not only will Biden suppress the Democratic base, he won't excite non-voters out to vote. This would be the worst candidate to go up against Donald Trump. Let me go to what Biden's campaign, how they're defending this. Biden's campaign said the former vice president misspoke and immediately corrected himself and drew a contrast between Biden's comments and Trump's past rhetoric on race. Do you really have to draw a contrast between Trump's comments on race and yours? Like, let's hope you're better than Trump on that issue. But you have to understand here. The worry is not that Trump's going to get Democratic voters. That no one thinks that. The worry is that Trump's base will come out regardless. Republicans will come out regardless and vote for Donald Trump. The Democratic nominee has to be able to get Democratic voters out to vote. Biden is simply Hillary 2.0. This is not going to work. Now, a lot of voters, or I should say a lot of his supporters, I think will try and excuse this. They'll say, oh, he just misspoke, he just made a mistake, it's not a big deal. But the man is clearly deteriorating. I mean, if you've seen him in public, seen him in the debates, this guy is not well. He should not be running for president. Here's another mistake that happened the same day as that video. Daniel Dale tweeted out, Biden referred to Theresa May as Margaret Thatcher tonight. The second time he's done that since May. So when I saw that tweet, when I was first reading it, I thought, oh, he already did this. But this is the second time he has referred to Theresa May as Margaret Thatcher. Biden's mind is back in the 80s right now. He has no idea what the hell is going on. And if you look at the actual text of that speech, he never addressed the fact that he made that mistake. He just stopped talking. He never said who the actual prime minister was in the UK. He just kept going because he likely didn't remember who Theresa May was. And on top of that, this also happened the same day.
We choose science over fiction. We choose truth over facts. And so, folks, if you're interested, join me. I could use the help.
Yes, we choose truth over facts. What? And then some of the sheep in the audience start clapping. Oh my God. This is all in the same day. I mean, I've done previous videos on all the crap Biden has said in the past and compilation videos of every dumb crap, not everything, but a lot of the dumb things that he has said. This is all in one day. This man is not well. This should not be the nominee. Trump would very likely defeat Joe Biden in a race. All Trump has to do is suppress the Democratic base, suppress non-voters, ensure that his base comes out. Not many Democratic voters come out, or as many came out as last time. This is dumb. I mean, what bothers me as well is that I feel like I'm talking to people right now that already know this. Most of you watching this video know that Biden should not be in this race. Know that Biden should not be leading in the polls. Even apart from these mistakes, Biden has a horrible platform. He is backed by corporate and wealthy donors. This is not somebody who is standing up for the people. He is a phony working class dude. He's not an actual working class dude. Never has always been on the side of credit card companies, on the side of Wall Street. Biden is a complete and total phony. He is a member of the Democratic Party establishment. Joe Biden is no different than Hillary Clinton. I would say Joe Biden in many cases, especially his performance, his rhetoric, is much worse than Hillary Clinton. If you thought Hillary was bad, just wait. Just wait. If this man somehow wins the nomination, if his support continues, you guys are fucked. So you got to tell your family. I mean, this is not, I'm being serious here. This is, people watching my videos largely already know this stuff. You have to tell your friends and family, whoever is supporting Joe Biden, inform them on who is backing him. Just go. I have plenty of videos on it, but you can just go to Google, find stories. Biden going to private fundraisers, raising money from corporate donors, from special interests. Biden is not on the side of the people. And that the reason why that matters is because Trump can easily use that against him in a race and suppress the vote, suppress the base, get non-voters to stay home and not come out and vote for him. I mean, you have to tell people in your lives that support this idiot. You have to inform them that this guy can very likely or will very likely lose against Donald Trump if he wins the nomination. You have to support somebody that actually has a grassroots movement behind him. Bernie Sanders has a movement all across the entire country. Look at his small individual donors, almost doubles that of the second place Elizabeth Warren. That is a real mass movement of people. Again, I'll put that link to the New York Times map below my video. Look at it yourself. Show people in your lives. Convince them. Tell them. Joe Biden is horrible. This man cannot be the nominee.